Alright, so now I'd like to walk you through what should be a fairly simple process, but involves some of the things you've already learned in our class regarding GitHub and committing files. So for this week, for the homework, will be the time you needed to have completed the HTML and CSS part of Free Code Camp. And again, this class is following a class that most of you have taken on having that as a complete course. So hopefully getting through this should be fairly easy. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to go ahead and set up the location where it would be saved before we do actually go through how to print PDF and do all that to prove that you've done it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I still have Git Bash open, so I'm going to go ahead and move over to Git Bash for a second here. And let's see if I'm in the directory, and I am, right? So I could actually make the week 2 directory, so it's week 2 day 3, that's what we're on. So I could either do mkdir here, or if I like, and I kind of prefer this, is I'm just going to work in my editor here, right? So I'm going to come back to, let me zoom in so you can see this, right? So on my repo name, I'm going to do new. I'm going to create a new directory. Okay, and this will be called week 2. And if I've done that correctly, it sets under, oh, actually I didn't do that. Let's actually do that again. It's always good to make sure. Let's just do it one more time. So again, we need to be here, right? So under here, do new directory. Maybe I did do it right. This didn't look right. Week 2. Okay, yeah, it's at the same level. It just didn't have anything under it. And then under here, right click, new directory, and this would be day 3. Okay, cool. So now we have the receiving location, right? The receiving structure that you need in place. And so I just want to switch over and show you. It's just good to know this is true, is that when you do those commands in ls, now we'll see a week 2, because I showed you how you could do this at the command line, or you could do this in your editor. Now there's nothing in here, right? But if I do ls, there's day 3. So I go day 3. Excellent. So now I've changed into this directory. There's nothing there. So I'm ready to receive a file into there. So let me now show you how to do that. So on Free Code Camp, you will have logged in and completed all the HTML and CSS. So what you can do, and I'm not logged in, but you can go into Map, and under Map, there's this nice little, let me zoom in, pop-out option. And when you do that, you get a listing. Again, you need to be logged in, and what I should see here is I should see all of these checked, and that should have been complete. Okay, so the way that you can prove this is pretty easy. You go up to the, again, I'm in, not again, but I'm in Chrome. I'm going to do File, Print. I'm going to zoom out. Okay, and under Print, I'm showing, right, and it's a rather large PDF, no big deal. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and print. Now, here's the fun part, right? So now where am I going to put it? You could put it on your desktop, but why not go ahead and put it in that location where we know we're going to need it? I'm going to double click. So where should I be going? The week 2, day 3. So now what you want to do is call this homework day homework. Actually, that's all you need, homework, because it's within the day 3 and there'll only be one homework for that day. Makes sense? Hit save. So now what it's doing is it's printing the PDF. It's probably already done. So the way we can see this is we can go to Git Bash. We can go ls, and look, that PDF file is there. So excellent, right? So now if I do a git status, I should see a file that needs to be committed. Okay, I wonder why it's not showing me that file, but we're going to do it anyway. So remember, git add. Now I could, before I did star, I could do the actual file name if I wanted to, right? But it's just easier to do shift 8 star, and it just adds, right, what's in there. So again, remember, change the file, add it, commit it, and push it. So now git, right, I'm going to do commit, and commit messages are really important. So adding PDF of, and you can do abbreviation, Fresno City College as well, Free Code Camp as well, isn't that funny? For HTML of HTML CSS. Okay, so again, make your commit messages meaningful. Let me make sure I have the command right. And it looks like I do, right? So there we go. So it's actually committing those files. So now I've staged it into the temporary state, not temporary, but staging area. I committed it into my local repo. And now what do? I do git push to actually push it up to the repo. Okay, so now actually push it up to the GitHub repo, just to be clear here. So again, I'm working on the local system here and it could take a few minutes. Right. Okay, so let's see if it went. So go back over to your GitHub, and now I'm going to refresh this page. And what I should see, and I do, is week 2, day 3. Perfect. So you just take this, copy this, right? Copy this, go into your day. Here it is. Back up, right? I had already played around, so I'm going to resubmit. I'm going to paste that in there. I'm going to do completed assignment. Submit it. Cool. So now what we see, right? So now again, hopefully you're getting used to this idea, is that now that we've completed the homework, we can do the step, which I will record a video next to show you how this works, on how to, before you do your classwork, there is the same idea of setting up your repo and doing a commit message telling me you're ready to go, and some other things that I'll cover soon. So that'll get you through the first homework in week 2. Great job.